There's another video on sleep routine, but let's flip it to the morning. What's your morning routine? And it's interesting because there's a lot of different concepts on morning routines. But what was interesting to me as a non morning person is that it can be basic. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. And I think that where I went wrong in establishing my morning routine is I was trying to do all the things. I'm also a working parent with 3 little kids, and it didn't fit my lifestyle. So I was actually making the whole situation worse, where I was exhausting myself. And then I would get to the afternoon and just be done. I would have that afternoon slump and be like, what is going on? This is supposed to be reactivating me. I've been doing this for a couple of weeks. Why is this not working? And I realized it doesn't fit my lifestyle. And there was one book that I wanted to shine light on that gave me a good perspective of honoring our morning energy and really setting up control in our morning. And that was The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. And in his morning schedule, he had 6 things. And I'm going to just talk through those briefly because the things I'm going to suggest are a little bit fine-tuned or a little bit more basic overview than that, because I was trying the Miracle Morning and it wasn't working. And it's because it didn't fit in my lifestyle. All right. When you have 3 little kids, they don't understand mama needs self-growth right now. They have needs that need to be met. We need to get to school. We need to get to work. And I was waking up so ridiculously early to get this routine in and follow this regimen, and it was stressing me out. So in his routine, which I'm just going to shine light on because it may work for you, is silence, number 1, affirmations, visualization, reading, exercising, and journaling. So there were 6 things. And now each one is super powerful. I mean, I'm not going to discount any of those 6. I think all 6 were powerful things that I was doing in the morning. It's just, it was so much. And even if you gave each of those, 10 minutes, that's a whole hour. And then I still had to get ready and then get kids ready. And so I was just waking up so early, doing all these very big self-growth things because Kelly goes big, right? I don't do things bite-sized. And so I was exhausted. I'm doing giant transformation in the morning and then taking on the day. It was too much. So if you feel like those 6 things that you could fit in, go check out the Miracle Morning book, or go check out some of the videos that he has out on YouTube. Great context. It's just I was stressing myself out. So here's something that I tried that seemed to be working, and it was a little bit more bite-sized for my busy lifestyle. And the realization that I had, in regardless if you take Hal's Miracle Morning routine or you try any miracle morning that you want to create, right? The whole premise of it is taking back control, because the way that you start your morning sets the tone for the day. And previous to this, you kind of give control away to everyone else. And here's what this looks like, and here's what it looked like for me. I would open my phone. First thing, my alarm would go off on my phone. I would open my phone. I would check work email, personal email, weather, social media, all external forces that would set my mindset for the day. All right? It's raining. Ugh. Social media. Ugh. Work emails. To-dos. Right? Just completely putting a kibosh on my mindset for the day right away when the subconscious is still alive when I wake up. All right? So when you can take control of your morning with just a simple routine, it still has the same effect. So if you are waking up and you're driving right to emails, you are giving away your energy to people's demands. You are giving away your calendar to people's whatever they want from you. And so you're in reactive mode. And getting out of survivorship mode and burnout, you're going to want to flip that script. You're going to want to take back control and be proactive about things. So a purposeful morning begins with a ritual, a routine, and it helps you reclaim that time. And it helps you really center yourself for the day and how you want to show up, how you want your energy to run. Energy management. So here's what you're going to do, or here's what I'm going to suggest, because I do like Hal's routine. It just wasn't a good fit for me. Here's 3 things that you can do to begin a routine, and then add more if you need to, or veer off to something that fits your lifestyle a little bit more. But I found these 3 very practical. I found these 3 very flexible. So if a kid got up early, I could still get these done. I found that I got better energy management throughout the day, and I wasn't exhausted because I had an hour of transformation in the morning. So the first one is anchoring your day. How are you going to anchor yourself before people start stealing your energy? Before people want to navigate your energy into a zone you don't want to, right? That like mob effect where all the negative things come in and you just hop on it. And you're like, ooh, I don't feel good about what I just said or what I just did. I just followed the mob. How are you going to center yourself? And that's going to be a core control factor in your day. So this can be done through just small meditation, journal prompts. It can be sipping your coffee with no distractions. So I usually drink my coffee while I'm getting ready in the morning. But now I'll listen to a podcast or I'll have some journal prompts that I'm thinking of. So because I'm doing my makeup, I won't be writing, but I'm really thinking about these questions. I'll use mirror image questions to get my mind either boosted or give it some grace, some support, some embracing where I'm at right now. So how are you going to anchor your day? And I'm talking like this can be like 5 minutes and it's still a game changer because we can't even give ourselves 5 minutes sometimes. So how can you anchor your day? I want you to think this mindfulness as a moment in time in your morning that you just give yourself a very focused time on how you're going to show up today. And that might mean just as you are. That might mean you want to step up. That might mean you need to give yourself some grace and space and figure that out throughout the day. Where are you at? Don't paint over things that are happening. That's what I did, and I buried it deep down in my gut, and eventually my gut shut down. So whether you're over a coffee, over a journal, just some space, how are you going to set the intent for the day? Anchor it. All right? Ground yourself. The next thing I want you to do is to move your body. So if you're already getting ready for work and stuff, it might not mean exercise, like actual physical activity. It might mean just stretching. And I think the thing that shocked me the most in this moving segment is most adults can't touch their toes. And I was like, no, I'm 5'2". I'm short. I could touch my toes. I couldn't touch my toes. So now I'll, throughout the morning, touch my toes. And it's just a slow stretch movement, a slow moment in time for me to breathe. I might even stretch my arms out, right? As I'm talking to the kids, I might just stretch my arms out because my body's been at rest for a while. We need to get that circulation going. We need to get that blood and oxygen flowing for not only the body, but the mind. And when you do it in the morning, it actually kickstarts a lot of good chemical, your hormones, cycles throughout the day. So then you can avoid that afternoon slump so that your mind can get in a good place where it releases some of those stress chemicals and starts detoxifying it, right? The cortisol. And you just feel a little bit more at ease going into the day. So move your body in whichever way that might be. It might be stretching. It might be yoga. It might be actual physical activity. But how are you going to move and get that circulation going? The third thing and the last thing I want you to do is set intent. So this is going to write down 3 things you want to focus on today. And I cannot stress this enough because I have heard it from other people that has completely changed the game in how they work. Because there's so many distractions in your day and there's so many people that steal your time and interruptions and things that come up that just steal all your time. And so these are 3 things that you can practically get done today. And if you're a procrastinator, I would say get them by noon, because you know you're going to procrastinate. So what are 3 things you want to focus on today? And it could just be, I need to work on healthy conflicts. So that person that I'm having difficult time with, it might be having a conversation with them today or prepping for the conversation for them today. It might be this report that I keep putting off. I need to just block off some time for a half hour and work on it. It might be I take my lunch today. So what are 3 things that you want to focus on? And I actually use a productivity journal because I'm a workaholic. I'm a recovering stress addict, so I can't just journal. I have to journal in a way that is productive for me, that is focused around priorities and knocking things off my list. So I actually use the Clever Fox journal, and you can just get this on Amazon. And I set my 3 intents for every day. And then I have, a wish list, other to-do items, but 3 things that I will get done today, and the progress, the proof of progress that gives my brain when you can cross those things off feels so good, even if they're minimal, because I know I'm moving forward instead of just being drowned under a to-do list. So set intentions for the day, and it could be work related, it could be personal, it could be home. Just keep your day aligned with values and growth of where you're going, and you will start to feel that energy shift because you're giving your energy towards a purposeful action versus reactive to everyone else. So this morning routine doesn't have to be long. This anchoring my day, just asking myself some questions in the mirror, journaling, or having my coffee with a few just affirmations or space, moving my body, stretching while I'm talking to the kids, and setting an intent, the 3 focus items that I want to do today, these couple steps take 10 minutes or less. Now you can elongate them. Obviously they have bigger power as you elongate them, but for a busy working parent, 10 minutes I can do. An hour long, packed full of transformational activities was exhausting to me. 10 minutes, super manageable, energizing, and it was bite-sized moments that led up to big moments. So start small, be consistent, and notice and reflect on how your energy starts shifting through the day and how you start waking up actually excited for what the day will bring. You're not waking up blah. You're not rolling out of bed achy. You're waking up like you're going on a field trip. You're waking up excited for what may come.